come in the camera too. Say hi.
I don't like you.
What's up, people? What's going on? Happy Saturday. Okay. What's up, Cole? MX94. Ash. Hope everyone can hear me. Images, what's up, bro? Race 1.
Kitty cat. Kitty cat.
Kitty cat. I got my co-host. And in the house.
And kitty.
And Kitty. Uncle Nick's in the place.
And kitty. And kitty.
Straight from Manhattan. And Kitty. Kitty's in the house too.
And kitty. Kitty.
Number 30. 30. Oh my God, I went like this and I said 30.
Daddy, he tucked his shirt in.
Did he? I want to send a big shout out to my man from One Line. Before we get started. With the Danger Mouse print on there, long sleeve. I thought it was going to be a t-shirt, but he sent me a jumper and a t-shirt. I know, his little meme. And he sent me this one too. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Meadows, what's up? Shouts to all the brands showing me love. I want to send a big shout out to Flick from Burn Crew as well. You know what I mean? My man from Saintside, Mark, what's happening? If you're in Sydney, get G'd up, clothing, Michos and Westline. Put me onto that ages ago. You know what I'm saying? I got Uncle Nick on for episode 30. He's a sort of like a hip-hop comedian from Manhattan. Whenever you're ready, man, request to come in and let's get it happening.
Little Chili. Little Roxy.
Little Roxy's in the house. What's
Little
up, brother?
Chili.
Just chilling. Hope you're well. Alright.
We're going to office work today.
Just waiting. Oh man, hope you're doing good. I'm good, man. Hope you're doing good in this pandemic too. It's fucking hectic, you know what I mean? Shouts to all the parents homeschooling. 95% of them are mothers.
Daddy, tell them that I wrote a story.
Oh, my daughter wrote a story last night about Pokemon. Mad,
Pokemon
Justin Puma,
Planet.
what's happening?
It's called Pokemon
It's called Pokemon Planet.
Pokemon's discovered an unknown
Thanks,
planet.
brother. Uncle Nick, if you want to request to come in, or should I just tap on your name? Jake Bakes, what's up? Bommy Knocker, 98. Send the request. Okay, I will. Go live with...
Kitty smash! Oh no, kitty!
Hey!
What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
How you doing, man? You sideways.
Feeling good, man.
You're
I'm
sideways.
relaxing. What happened was, I'm sideways.
Yeah, but if you want to leave it like that, that's cool. It's up to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not really that savvy with Instagram. I don't really do a lot of lives, so I just set this shit up and...
That's all right. We can see each other anyway, man. How you been?
Yeah. Yo, I'm doing good, man. Everything's easy, man. New York is under pressure right now. We got a lot of shit going on, but I don't let that shit bother me, son. I'm a soldier. I'm here to do my fucking one, too. So You know what I'm saying? All the outside distractions, they don't fuck with my day to day. I'm doing good, son.
That's
Thank you
good.
for asking. How you doing? I see you got the baby over there with you and all that.
Yeah, it's my daughter Annie. Annie's
Yo, Annie was popping. How you doing?
and that's Kitty.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. What up, Kitty?
You want to tell all my viewers, introduce yourself to all my viewers and what you do?
Well, for those that don't know who I am, there's probably a lot of y'all motherfuckers. My name's Uncle Nick. I got a channel on YouTube called Word the Street, with Uncle Nick, basically, and I roast motherfuckers. I'm the Don Rickles of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? When I first started off, I think people thought I was like a hater or trying to I don't know, like shit on people and bring them down and, you know, just add this nasty air to fucking hip hop and shit like that. Like he's a hating ass old head from New York. But as it started to grow, I think people started to enjoy the comedy and they realized that it's only fun. You know what I'm saying? If you do some stupid fucking shit, I'm gonna hold up a mirror. You know what I'm saying? And it stems from when I was younger, like coming up in the game. You don't really have a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? My parents, you know, they was doing what they was doing. So when you went to school, you know, you had to make do with what you have. So it was your jokes, it was your style, it was your girlfriend, whatever the fuck your little talent was or whatever you had popping off, that's what you ran with. So my shit was jokes. So I've been roasting niggas since I came out. My mother's stove, though, you know what I'm saying? So it comes natural to me. So it ain't no ill shit like I got malice in my heart towards people. I just talk my shit, you know what I mean? It's funny.
No, that's sweet as. No, that's good. That's good. Yeah, so go check it. Go check out his YouTube channel, man. There's a lot of good stuff on there. Now, every guest I have on my show, I always ask this question: when you were a kid, in America they call it grade school. Here we call it primary school. When you were a kid, was there ever a shoe that you were like, man, you wish you had? Like, you know, before you got into sneaker. I'm talking before you were a sneakerhead. Like, got
Well,
into.
I'll tell you a funny story, right? What turned me into a sneakerhead, right? There's a spot in New York. Well, it's not here anymore, but it used to be called Woolworth. Now, Woolworth is like a Kmart, Walmart, whatever you want to call it nowadays. So school was starting and shit. And my pops, you know what I'm saying? My pops is the first con artist I ever met in my life. You know what I'm saying? I tell people that. Son was ill with his shit. You know what I mean? So my mom's just like, yo, take your son to get some kicks. So we went to this spot. We cruising through. I didn't see shit in there that I liked, but he went and picked out a pair of Etonics. These purple and black shits. Low cut. They look like some orthopedic shit. And I was like, fuck out of here, son. But my father had a way to gas niggas up. So he was like, yo, you can run. Because I like to play sports. He's like, oh, this got mad traction. You see this shit? You're going to be running fast. These the joints right here. So I was like, yo, son, I think you bullshitting me, but all right, I'm going to trust you. You my pops. So I brought them shits back to my crib. And my mom's flipped the fuck out. She was like, yo, what the fuck is this? You know, because my pops wears Chuck Taylors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He don't give a fuck about kicks and shit. So at that moment, you know, between my mother flipping out and him, you know, trying to fucking cop a bullshit excuse, I started thinking about, you know, my friend had these Patrick Ewing. So I'm like, yo, son, since my mother's putting the pressure on you, I want the Ewing. So we went to 14th Street. He got me these kicks. And those were kicks that I kind of wanted subconsciously because my friend had them. But, you know, I wasn't really pushing for it because, you know, I just wanted to play sports, get fresh, do my thing. And I was happy with what my parents gave me. My pops tried to pull an okie doke. So that day, that kind of set it off. I was like, okay, son.
Yeah.
So I could say Ewings. Like that was like kind of the first pair. It kind of set it off for me.
Awesome. My daughter has a question for you.
All right.
She wants to know if you know what Pokemon are.
If I know Pokemons?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard of Pokemon. There was people walking around doing Pokemon live.
Yeah.
A couple years back, you know, and I was somebody was standing out in front of my window. And I'm like, yo, son, what you doing, man? Look about it. She was there too long. He's like, oh, we collecting Pokemons. And I'm like, well, collect that shit somewhere else, all right? You know what I'm saying? But so I started to catch wind of what was going on, and people were like walking around catching these Pokemons. So shout out to Annie. I'm aware of Pokemons. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Have you? When did you start like getting your own? Like, how old were you when you started getting your own sneakers?
I gotta say, like
fully actually like collecting.
Like actually collecting kicks. Say that started around like 16, 17. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
When I started smashing bitches, you know what I'm saying? I had to get my attire together. And I noticed no matter if you were overweight, you didn't have game, you had a fucked up haircut, whatever it was, if you had a fresh pair of kicks, you know what I mean? The ladies kind of gravitated towards you. Well, back then when I was younger, so that's what kind of set it off, and I started collecting kicks. You know what I'm saying? Air Maxes, Webbers, Barclays, Jordans, Emmitt Smiths, Deion Sanders, like a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? Robins, Paytons, because I played basketball a lot, so that was kind of my thing in the beginning. And I would try to get 2 pairs because I would wear 1 pair and then stash the other pair. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But I was good and bad with that at times. Sometimes I'd be like, fuck it, I'm gonna run with this joint. And that went on for a while, you know what I'm saying? But then I started getting in trouble, getting arrested, different things started happening. So it was hard to keep my collection because you're not around to watch your shit, and then people is giving your shit away, your friends are taking your shit. So I went through a few different ciphers where I had, you know, to kind of bite the bullet and be like, fuck that, I just lost a bunch of dope shit. But you know, I'm doing all right nowadays, you know what I mean?
Good. That's good. And I know I've seen it when you were on Been There, Rock That, with all the donations that you get, you do a lot in your community.
Oh yeah, man. I do charitable events. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you got a lot of people out here in the world. I don't think they really know what it's like to be in the streets, to have nothing. Like you don't know what's gonna pop off between today and tomorrow. Your stomach's touching your back. Your man's just like, yo, we about to rob some shit, and you know what I'm saying? You just trying to figure things out in life. And I will wind up getting into trouble or getting into things in my early years just off of survival. You know what I'm saying? So it's important for me to go out and talk with kids. When I see them on the basketball courts, I play with them, bring them some snacks, some Gatorades, you know, give back to my community and be a part of the change. Because at one point I was part of the destruction. Plus, on the flip side of the coin, I know what it's like to be like, yo, son, I don't want to do this, but I got to do this to eat. You know what I'm saying? So if I can do what I can do to contribute towards, you know, the greater good of my community, that's what it's all about. And I've never been obsessed with money, son. So, you know, because I make a few dollars on YouTube or somebody donates this or somebody does that, that doesn't mean that I'm going to run out and buy mad polo and buy mad kicks and do this and that. I try to reinvest the money into my show or reinvest it into my community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's good, man. Talking about polo, what age were you when you started getting into that? Because I know you're heavy into that.
Well, I got to say that started for me probably like around, like every day rocking low, probably like around 25. Because right around that time, I beat all my cases. Because I had all these bullshit cases, like 4 or 5 cases. I had a case in the Bronx. I had 2 cases in Brooklyn. I had some shit in Manhattan. So once I got done with all that, I got remanded one time before that, basically. For those that don't know, that's when you got to stay in jail. You don't just see the judge. You know what I'm saying? And one of the last times, there was this fucking sign on the wall. DOC! You know what I'm saying? Department of Corrections. And you got mad departments. You got Department of Finance, Department of Transit, Department of Education, all kind of fucking departments. How do you keep landing in this department, nigga? It's because you got to correct your behavior. So once I got that understanding, I stepped out into the world and I realized that I had to change my attire. Because the way I used to dress, fitted hats, jerseys, Timbs, baggy jeans, like I was kind of attracting certain attention to myself from the cops and from other people because I looked like a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? So I remember when I was younger, coming through LES, going through Times Square, I used to call it the Polo Militia. I didn't know about low lives and none of that. But I used to see all these cats laced. You know what I'm saying? So I said, so I was living in Seoul at the time. So I said, yo, let me try to like get on some refined shit. So I started hitting up the rugby store. You know what I'm saying? And I just started getting laced. And when I would go out places, I would realize that people treated me differently. People treated me with respect. They weren't like nervous or like whispering like it was this nigga doing it here. Like white women were holding the door for me. Like, you look great, sir. Come on in. You know what I mean? And I realized that my appearance meant the fucking lot. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, that's when I was like, yo, I like this attention that I'm getting. I'm on some more sophisticated kind of preppy shit. You know what I mean? And I'm able to get out in the world and be like a ninja. Handle my business, get in and out, get respect, look good, do my fly shit, and keep it pushing. And then, like, Ralph it's just too intricate the way he does it. He got the socks with the hats, with the shirts, with the t-shirt, with the sweater, with the drawers. Like, you could just, like, I love that shit. You know what I'm saying? So once I started realizing, like, how I wanted to finesse my shit, it became like an addiction. You know what I mean? So I got to say, at least like 13, 14, going on almost 15 years now, I've been putting in work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And you, I see you throwing up the double L's. Like, when did you start? When you start getting into it, when did you start meeting some of the lowlights that you know that you're friends with today?
Well, we had a few heads in my neighborhood. Del Low, this one, that one. So Cats was already R.I.P. the son. You know what I mean? My man Del Low. There was already heads that was around. You got Risk. You got all types of other heads that was in the mix, running around doing they one too. So I guess I was kind of around it, but to officially say, yo, you got your L's and you could do this and you could do that, I say that was almost about maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I was out with my niggas in Jersey and shit. And they got the PJC crew. So, you know, I'm not no dick rider. I'm not somebody that's like, yo, son, you know, I do my thing. You know what I'm saying? And I stand out. So my mans and them, we just started building a good rapport. We got a bond and like a brotherhood popping off. You know what I'm saying? The energy was right there. So someone was like, yo, ride with us. So like it kind of happened organically. Like I didn't have to go out my way. I would go to an event. I meet my man Son Low over here. Then I met Prance. Then I meet this one. Then I meet that one. So it was kind of like, I don't know, when things are supposed to happen, they just fall into your lap. You know what I mean? So I wasn't out searching for nothing or hitting niggas up and trying to be all the nigga shit and nothing like that. I just, when I was doing my 1-2 and Cats was like, yo, Sean, nah, man, get down for the come up. And that was pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? My Ayak fan, my man Son Low brought me into that. So, you know, it's nice to be a part of a brotherhood that gets down on some fly shit. You know what I'm saying? And is leaving like the negativity in the past. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't all about just putting on polo. Niggas used to really, you know what I'm saying, really be getting it in and shit like that. So it kind of represents my journey in a certain sense too, from being a criminal to, you know, wanting to change my life, then getting my shit in order, and then just flowing and moving a certain way, not doing charity and doing other stuff. Like that's what it's all about, and that's what the brotherhood represents. So like I said, it just organically came together. Booyah! The universe threw that shit at me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's good, man. When with your comedy and stuff like that, like, have you ever, like, are you, do you eventually want to go on stage and do comedy, or are you just gonna leave it?
Most definitely, son.
Yeah.
See, R.I.P. to Sean Price. Shout out to my nigga Stub B. I hosted Sean Price's, I co-hosted Sean Price's memorial last year with his brother. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
And I was kind of nervous. I never really did nothing on stage before. I didn't know what to say. So I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to hold my man down. He going to pay me for this shit. Fuck it. Let's do it. But when I got up there, I realized I was a natural. I was just talking my shit, cracking my jokes, giving bitches in Rikers Island a shout out. I was just doing my thing, and the crowd was loving it. They were laughing. They were entertained. They were engaged. And at that moment, I'd always thought about doing comedy, but at that moment, I knew that I could rock a stage and control the crowd. You know what I'm saying? So at that, like, probably a week after that, I started writing a few sets. And I started, you know, really going hardcore. I got, like, a lot of material that I've written so far, and I'm chiseling it together. I got, like, 2-3 sets. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still breaking them down and perfecting them, but Corona hitting on that. And that was, like, the next move for me to make to kind of start expanding my my audience. You know what I'm saying? And get my brand out there. Get up on stage, crack some jokes, because I got mad crazy shit that I've been through, stories that I could tell, and just talk about life. You know what I'm saying? And if a bitch want to get fly in the crowd, I roast you, your mother, your brother, your sister, your ugly ass dog, and then I'll get back to my set and continue to do my thing. So don't fuck with me. So I realized that I had the talent to do that. I've been working on it. Then Corona hit, so it's like it kind of jammed things up. So right now, I'm thinking about recording an album, a comedic album. Yeah. Getting it out there, you know what I'm saying? Having all my content and all my shit ready to go. And then when the opportunity presents itself, because I think like around February or January, we're going to start. Well, that's kind of like what they're gunning for. They're going to start hosting events where people can come through and, you know, we're going to get the ball rolling again. And that's when I want to have my shit together. Like, yo, you can check out the comedic album. Bop, 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 bop. I'm performing a couple nights a week, or you know, 6, 7 days out the month at different spots and really start to show motherfuckers that I got the talent for this. I'm a funny ass nigga and I ain't afraid of nothing, man. So that's the thing in life. Not to say I blindly walk into shit like I'm gonna win every battle. That's not that. But if I gotta die, motherfucker, I'm gonna die doing what the fuck I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I think just living carefree and not being afraid of what motherfuckers think about you, that's the hurdle that holds a lot of people up. And that shit will never affect me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think like that. But, you know, there's a lot of different things that, you know, come into play. But I think I got this covered, man. And I got a little master plan. I was fucking with a podcast for a while, but that became too much work. So I realized work hard or work smarter, not harder. And I've been putting this stuff together. So I think this is going to work out well, man. I think the people are going to like it.
Oh, good, man. Well,
And
let me
if
know.
they don't, they could go fuck themselves. You know what I'm saying? I just joked it.
Well, let me know when it's ready to go, and then I'll definitely share it for you, 100%.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm trying to get this out by Christmas. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Like, possibly maybe Thanksgiving, if that's pushing it a little. But I'm thinking Christmas, everything should be recorded, mastered, ready to go. Because I want to do this on a professional level. I don't just want to be like in the fucking cut, you know what I'm saying, recording something. So I edit, I do my own shit, but I want to step in the studio and make sure it's done right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now back to sneakers. Do you buy, like, when you started getting in the game? Do you like stick to what you love? Because I buy what I love or what I couldn't get when I was younger or something like that. You know what I mean? Or if something comes out, the latest releases and stuff like that. Are you a latest release guy, or do you just stick to what you love and to match the outfits?
Well, that's pretty much it, son. Like, I don't get into the Yeezys. I don't get into these crazy ass looking shoes. I'm a traditionalist, you know what I'm saying? So basically, I don't fuck with all the Jordans either. I like the sixes. So I got the infrareds. I got a couple joints. I got some Barclays. I got some Pennies. I got some Webbers. Oh, hold on. The shit keeps clicking on my screen. I got some suede Pumas. Take it back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got some Bally's. I got some Pradas. I got some Gucci shit. You know, just to flavor it up sometimes. And I got a lot of Air Force Ones, low cut joints. I don't like the fucking strap on the top, that fucking boomerang. Fuck out of here with that. But the Dunks, you know what I'm saying? They got the strap in the back. I fuck with those. You know what I'm saying? Air Max 95s. Like anything kind of that speed, I'm fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? But all these futuristic looking fucking orthopedic shoes, I see niggas running around with Balenciagas with soles like that. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not getting into it. Oh, these shits cost $2,500. I don't give a fuck. Them shits look like trash.
They're
You know
ugly.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, most of them, man. They're ugly as. Do you have any shoes that you've brought out to show on the show today? Nearby?
Well, no, but I got a couple pairs right here. Let me grab some.
Yeah, go grab some. I want to show something. Hold on. Shouts to my man Fracture for this.
I fucks with the Clarks.
Oh, Clark's a stick.
You know what I'm saying? I got these are some of my favorite joints right here. These some Air Max joints that I copped a while ago. They kind of got a crazy, you know, color wave and shit like that. I throw them on. I get out there, do my 1-2. Of course, got the sixes. You know what I'm saying? Those are like classics. You got to have them in the cut. I got some Bally's over here. I had these joints for a little minute. I fucks with them. You know what I'm saying? Get out there, rock and roll, do my 1-2. Nice and comfortable. Some other Air Max. Not Air Max. These are some ones. You know what I'm saying? Gum bottom. Nice little flavor right there. You know what I'm saying? I got all the shits over there, but they're kind of like put away and stuff. But like kind of just simple classic shit. Blacks, whites, sometimes a few cool color schemes. You know what I'm saying? But shit that's neutral. Shit that I could blend with. Grays, blues. Sometimes, you know, some gum bottom shit, browns. I like olive green a lot. You know what I'm saying? I got a pair over there that's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Just earthy colors and shit that blends well. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much my speed right there.
And with your pieces, your polo pieces, do you collect the older stuff like the you know, the iconic stuff, or do you have your own way of wearing it? Because I've seen a few of your outfits, and it's a little bit different to like how the other guys wear it as well. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
see, that's the thing. I always want to have my own flavor. I don't want to show up nowhere looking like nobody. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these brothers, they've been collecting since 88, 89. So they kind of got a jump start on it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So there's certain pieces that you're not going to get unless you're going to drop like 2,000. I'm not dropping no 2,000 on this. So like, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather invest in what I got popping off. You know what I'm saying? And if
Exactly.
I can catch something over here, catch something over there, do this or do that, that's fine with me, because the way I'm going to style my shit, I'm going to kill it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, the nostalgia is great, but the retro shit's cool too. And I don't have to have the same shit as everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So whenever I go out and grab shit, I like to grab pieces that I don't think the next man might have. Or if I do grab something that's similar, I try to grab accessories that are different. You know what I'm saying? So when I freak it, when I come out, I got my own signature. You know what I mean? Now there's times where you got themes, where cats is like, yo, we doing crowns, we doing this, or outdoors, man, whatever. So you fall in line with what cats got popping off. But for the most part, I do what I want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's right. Well, I've never really called myself a low. There's a lot of low heads here in Melbourne. Some of them are halfway style, but then there's other ones that I know that go full ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
see, that's the thing. A lot of people, they always say, yo, Uncle Ned, there's so many fly styles out there. There's so much this, there's so much that. How can you just stick with one brand? It's because Ralph does so much versatile shit. Like, what are you looking for? You're looking for some Gore-Tex outerwear, climb the mountain type shit? He got that. You know what I'm saying? You want to go to the moon on some NASA shit? He got that. You want to be a preppy ass nigga at the fucking yacht club? He got that. You want to throw your rugby zone, get fly? He got, like, whatever fucking shit you're looking for, you can find it there. You know what I mean? So there's not a lot of brands that kind of encompass the layout that way. You know what I mean?
It's like I was telling Prance, I forgot to get the jumper out. We had a brand. It was an Australian brand. It's still around. In the 90s, it was like all the graffiti writers, and if you went to hip hop and stuff like that, everyone wore it. It was called Country Road, and you had Country Road workwear and Country Road crewwear, and it was sort of like I compare it to the polo of Australia, sort of like that's how people wore it here. Like your Country Road chinos, they had all this like, and people wore brands like we had brands like Jag and Jag jeans. People wore Guess here as well, like but Lacoste was heavy Melbourne, like, you know what I mean, like a lot of people.
Lacoste is dope, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people wore that here, but I've never called myself a low head or nothing like that. But I got this hat the other day.
Oh, that's fire, son.
Yeah.
Good.
But then
like
I got this piece, man, off my friend, my close friend Fracture, and he bought it and wore it once and just left it hanging in his room, like, you know what I mean. And then he gave it to me for a mad price, and I thought, fuck, I got my tax back. I thought, you know, I'll get it. And I got this one.
Oh shit! That's the piece that Thirst, I think, modeled this shit. That joint just came out, right?
Well, I think they remade it. I don't know, but this one's like,
yeah, that blue joint right there. I think that was something that just dropped recently.
It's got the orange one.
The Horseman, yeah, because they got the other orange joint. And then, if I'm not mistaken, you got one. My nigga Risk got like a crazy piece. I think it got like 7 Horsemen on it or some shit like that.
Yeah, is that the white one?
Yeah, I think it's the white joint. Yeah.
Prance Lowe showed me, because I showed Prance and Parada the hat, and I was like, oh, is this a good hat? I got this guy's selling it for $20. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and
yeah, most def. That's a good deal.
Yeah, and he goes, yeah. He said, jump on it. And he goes, you got to get the matching jumper. And he wrote this name of the top, and it must be a low life name for it. Because I said to him, I go, man, I don't know what you're talking about. Because I tried to look it up on the internet and nothing came up.
Oh, I got you. Well, niggas be doing front page, spell outs, this, that. They got their own terminology. You know what I'm saying?
And so then he sent me a photo, and he sent me a photo because I'll send you a photo. So he sent me the whole set. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And I was like, my friend's got the orange one, my other friend's got the blue one, and he was selling it, you know. And I said, maybe I might get it when I get my tax back, and then I ended up getting it.
Bada boom, you stepped on up.
Yeah. What's your favorite polo piece that you own?
It's kind of hard.
Have you
I
got
gotta
any?
say, I like a lot of my P-Wing shit. I
Oh
can't
yeah.
front. A lot of
Have
the
you got?
P-Wing shit is hard. I like my bear shit, but if I had one piece, think about it. I got that. I got this nautical joint, this sweater, this pullover. That's pretty dope. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, yeah. Grab a couple. Grab a couple of pieces. While he's doing that, I want to get something too.
All right, let me see what I can find here.
That's what I saw first.
Just give me a second. Hold on.
No, you're good. Everyone can see that. Now, I've only ever seen the black ones that Marine showed on my show. There's some gold one. And these are 2014. You know what I'm saying? They're a bit dirty. It's got some red stuff, but I don't care. Oh, he's off the thing. What happened? We've lost him. Lost him. I don't know what happened.
Yo, my bad. I don't know. I got a new phone. And I
No,
guess
that's
shit
right.
be
I didn't know what
clicking
happened.
on and off or something like that. See, this is a joint right here
Oh, yeah, sick.
that I gotta say is one of my favorite joints that I picked up. I picked this joint up a while ago, and I got the hat and a few other pieces to match and shit like that. But this is a dope joint. This was one of like when I really started getting intricate with my shit and laying shit out with the hat, with this, with that. I got a bunch of shit in bags because I was picking up dry cleaning. I should have been a little more prepared. I didn't know we was doing layouts, you know what I'm saying? But if I did, I would have had a few things together. But this is a joint that's classics, kind of nice to me, you know what I'm saying? And then this joint right here, I've had it for a minute, and I don't really wear it a lot like that. But I love it though. It's a nice pullover, you know what I'm saying? You got this pocket right here.
Nice.
Get ill with it. It's got this nice top up here where you pull this back or you can pull
Oh,
it
yeah.
up or whatever, and you get on your nautical shit. You know what I'm saying? And the way it's made, it's got all this this thermal like there's lining on the inside, so it's really
Yeah,
warm and
yeah.
shit. Got a little pocket up here. Nothing too crazy in the back. You got some little joints back there, some patches and shit. But it's super comfortable, and it's kind of like a power piece for me because I got the hat and I got the drawers and this other joint
Everything
to
with it.
match. Yeah, and I throw it on with my Vasquez and shit. You know what I'm saying? My Gore-Tex shits. I got hangers and fucking this and that. Because I just picked a lot of shit out the dry cleaners. So that
Yeah.
was one piece. That's why I had to go through the closet, and I guess this died out or whatever the fuck. There's other shit, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll do like another interview another time, and I'll be more
No worries.
prepared and have more things laid out and shit. You know what I'm saying? But those are like two little joints right there that I can just pull. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of shit in bags, but like when I step out, I like to have pieces that kind of compliment me because I'm simple, but I'm an architect with it too. So I like you to notice the little nuances and little small shit, you know what I'm saying? And I like to approach it like a professional, you know what I mean? You don't know if I'm a fucking banker. You don't know if I'm a bank robber. You don't know if I'm coming off Wall Street. You don't know if I sell crack. Biatch can't figure me out, you know what I'm saying? But I'm looking good, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. If you had to wear, if someone said to you, if you had to wear one sneaker for the rest of your life, right?
Air
Which one?
Force Ones, low cut.
Air Force One low cut.
Yeah, that's
That's it.
it. That's
That's
it.
it.
I could rock those. And if it had to be one color, white. That's it.
On white,
White
white,
Air
white,
Force
or white
Ones.
with pushes.
Yeah. There's nothing like a crispy pair. You know what I'm saying? And you got the joints with the Nah, those don't even matter. So nah. White Air Force Ones, low cut, bada bing, bada boom. If I had one sneaker I had to wear for the rest of my life, that would be it. It complements everything. You can't go wrong with that. You're wearing a suit, tux, whatever the fuck. You just rocking some jeans, you know, whatever it may be. You might be a dirty motherfucker sleeping on the sidewalk, but you know what I'm saying? A pair of Air Force Ones, nice and crispy. And I don't lace them up either because I don't plan to run, so I don't tie my motherfucking sneakers. Set them up real nice and bang, just step on out. And it's kind of got that classic look, but with some new flavor to it too. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what you're wearing and shit like that, how you break it down. I don't know. I just think it's a universal sneaker. You can't go wrong with it.
Since you've started doing your podcast and that, has there been anyone? Because you're from New York, I'm getting everyone moves around New York or whatever. Have you ever had the chance to meet someone that you always dope, like a rapper or something like that? Like since you started doing your comedy, your podcast and stuff, is there anyone that you met that you were like, yeah, like especially at the Sean Price event that you co-hosted? Was there people there? Did you get to meet people like that you listened to their music from when you were young or something like that, like throughout your
There was an event one time my man was hosting at this spot called the Delancey, on Delancey in the LES. Cause I'm from the Lower East Side in
Right, yeah.
Manhattan. And I walked in the spot, right? And I'm doing my 1-2. I'm talking with everybody. And I look to that side of the bar and I see Peter Guns. I don't know if you remember the song back in the day. Uptown, baby, for the crown, baby. If it wasn't for the Bronx.
I don't remember the song, but I know who you're talking about. I know.
Yeah, well, he's been on Love and Hip Hop and a whole bunch of other shit as well. But that's where I remember him from. And that was one of my favorite joints. So I walked in the bar, whatever I'm doing my 1-2, I see him over there. So I'm not a groupie nigga. Like, you know, I remember, like, oh, shit, you know what I mean? But I guess I ordered my drink and I used to get a shot in a beer, whatever the fuck I got. And I looked over and I was like, yo, Uptown, baby, what's poppin', son? And he was like, yo, Uncle Nick. And I'm like, you know me? And he's like, yeah, nigga, I watch your videos and come over here, son, talk. And it was crazy because that was like someone that I love that song right there. You know what I mean? Like, that shit was bigger than fucking anything at one point. You know, that was a huge hit. And to see son on the other side of the bar minding his business, and he's like, yeah, I watched this video and that video, and you were saying this and saying that, and this happened. And I'm like, oh, shit, like, you really be watching my fucking YouTube channel? Like, yeah, nigga, I'm a subscriber. You know what I'm saying? So that was a moment for me right there where I was like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I've gotten shout-outs before from Joe Buttons, from Queen Split. Like, there's a lot of people that know me. They know what I do and shit like that. But, you know, they kind of just roll up in a spot, not expecting that, and just saying, yo, we're just showing someone love, not thinking that they would know you because you're kind of smaller. And he's like, nah, son, no. So I wound up doing an interview with him, and, yo, we cool. We talk on the phone and shit. It's my homie right there. Big ups to Peter Guns, son.
Shout outs to Peter Guns. I'm going to have to check that interview out 100%, man. My brother, before we go, I have to ask. I used to smoke cigarettes, man. That packet of ciggies, can I ask what brand it is? Like, it looks cool. Was that
American Spirit?
Oh, man, really? Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people, they think I smoke Newports. They think I smoke this. I used to smoke them shits, you know what I'm saying? But I started switching it up a little bit, you know what I mean? And so now when people ask me for a cigarette, I give them a cigarette, but they be like, nah, I don't want that shit. I don't got to deal with that. And these joints just make me feel better. Like, the other cigarettes have fiberglass and all types of other shit in them. And it's funny, though, because I did an interview with my man, Flea Lord. Shout out to Flea Lord. And he was telling me that Prodigy from Mobb Deep, these were his favorite cigarettes. This is what he smoked. So when he saw the pack of cigarettes, he's like, yo, you remind me of Prodigy, because Prodigy used to smoke them shits. He was the only nigga smoking them shits. So it made me feel good, like, you know what I'm saying? Exclusive and shit like that. But I smoke American Spirits, man.
Yeah, in Australia for years, they made the cigarette packet brown. Like cigarette companies weren't allowed to have their logos on there, and then they'll have a photo of someone on it that's caught cancer, or they have the warnings, you know. So it's weird to me seeing cigarette packets now with colors on them. That's why I had to ask, man. I had to ask, and
oh yeah, they had a wolf on here not too long ago and shit. You know, the wolf pack. That's what I fuck with. You know what I mean? So I was copping those joints, and I guess with some of the proceeds, they were sending the money back to like wildlife conservations and shit like that for like animals and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I adopted mad pit bulls. I rescue animals.
Oh,
I bury birds when they fall out the tree and they die. Like, I'm all about the animals, so I do a lot of good shit to hold the animals down.
Nah, word up, man. So what do you got planned for the rest of the night? Or the rest of the weekend, actually?
I'm gonna be doing a battle tomorrow. I usually try to find 2 artists. Yeah. Play a little music, do my 1-2. I might talk about some topics as well. Slip that in. I'm thinking about doing a little live stream tomorrow, maybe Sunday. I'm gonna mix and mingle with a few of my friends tonight. Chill the fuck out, and there's nothing, man. Just stay out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Have some drinks, smoke some weed, poly with some women. Yeah, man, get it popping. But social distancing and all that. So I can't. It's kind of fucked up because I can't go around all my friends and go where I want to go. Not that they have it or this or that, but you want to limit your interaction and what you're doing. Some people are like,
we're in a state of disaster in Victoria. It's stage 4, so we can't. Only one person can leave at the house. I think it's hectic, man, because the premier it's fucked up. But I want to say thank you very much for coming on my show. Message me when you're gonna do your thing this weekend on YouTube.
Oh, most definitely. I'll let you know what's popping off. I'll send you the link. I appreciate you having me on the show, man. Like, there's not a lot of people that want to interview me yet. You know what I'm saying? So you're one of the first to step on up. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Nick, come on through. And I have fun, son. Shout out to Annie. You know what I'm saying? Cat dog or cat down. You know what I mean? She got over there. And this was fun, man. And when you touch down in NYC, holla at me. If I'm in Australia, I'll definitely look you up. And you got a friend on the other side over here. So, if you need me to network or, you got some questions or whatever, just holla, son. And enjoy the rest of your night.
Have a good man.
Peace.
All right. That's my man, Uncle Nick. You know what I mean? Check out his Word on the Street. There's some funny stuff on there, man. And he does do battles. He does battle. Like the last one I watched. Who was it? It was Ghostface and he's in that movie, man. He's in that movie. It was Ghostface, and he was playing Ghostface versus Cameron. I think. I'm pretty sure it was Cameron. I prefer Ghostface myself. Was it Ghostface and Cameron? It was. Big shout out, One Line. My man, One Line, he's watching. I've got this. This is the dopest, man. Go and support your local brands and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Peace to everyone that came through to watch. Next week, I'll get the list of who I'm going to have. All right. Next on the show. So, 8 p.m. in Miami. I can't remember. It starts with F, where he's from in Miami. But on the 15th, 10 a.m. Melbourne time on the Saturday. But 14th August, 8 p.m. in Miami time. Deadstock Just. He's cool, man. He's a good dude. So I got that one on the 14th American, 15th Australian. 21st of August and 22nd Australia time on August. I got Polo Parada coming on. So that's 8 p.m. New York time, 10 a.m. Melbourne time. On the 29th of August, 11 a.m., I got my man Shaz. That's old school. You know what I'm saying? He used to own Obese Hip Hop and that. And that's my man. I've known him for mad years. And he's got a killer sneaker. He's always had killer sneakers. You know what I'm saying? Then from the September I got my man Steve Kirby from Wanderer. So I'm gonna have dudes on talking about their brands as well. The week after that, I can't remember the actual exact date. I'll have Skis Loren from Sydney and many more to be announced. You know what I'm saying? Flick from Boone will be on the show at one time. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, go check out this print. This print's killer. Mad love to my man from One Line. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was the t-shirt. He was just gonna give me one t-shirt. I was like, man, I love Danger Mouse. You know what I mean? So thank you. Thank you. I appreciate everything I get from people, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I do it for the love, man. Have a great weekend, everyone.